Angelina Jolie is calling for an immediate ceasefire in the Gaza Strip and Israel on Saturday. While addressing the war between Israel and Hamas, the Academy Award winner, 48, revealed like millions around the world over the past few weeks, she has felt sick and angry at the terrorist attack in Israel that caused the death of so many innocent civilians. In her latest post, shared with her more than 14.6 Instagram followers, the mother of 6 reveals she has been spending her time wondering how best to help. I too am praying for the immediate, safe return of every hostage, and for the families who carry the unimaginable pain of a murder of a loved one. What happened in Israel is an act of terror, but that cannot justify the innocent lives lost in bombing a civilian population in Gaza that has nowhere to go. No access to food or water, no possibility of evacuation, and not even the basic human right to cross a border or seek refuge, Jolie added. Because of my work with refugees for 20 years, my focus is on the people displaced by violence in any context. The performer referenced her work with refugees for the past 2 decades and how she is currently focused on the people displaced by violence in any context. Gaza has a population of over 2 million people who have lived under a severe blockade for nearly 2 decades, on top of decades of displacement and statelessness, she pointed out. The few aid trucks that are entering are a fraction of what is needed, and the bombings are causing desperate new humanitarian needs daily. Jolie went on to condemn the denial of aid, fuel, and water as it collectively punishes all people, including innocent civilians and kids. Humanity demands an immediate ceasefire. Palestinian and Israeli lives, and the lives of all people globally, matter equally, she concluded. Anything that can prevent civilian casualties and save lives must be done. Like many others, I have donated to medical relief efforts. I have chosen to support the work of Doctors Without Borders and have been closing following their reporting. Jolie has worked with the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees for more than 20 years and has served as a Goodwill Ambassador. According to UNHCR's website, she carried out more than 60 field missions bearing witness to suffering and resilience and calling for urgent solutions to protect the rights and safety of displaced people. In December 2022, she stepped down from her role as special envoy to engage on a broader set of humanitarian and human rights issues. At the time, she said in a press release obtained by People that she would continue to do everything in my power to support refugees and other displaced people. Her post comes just days after dozens of celebrities, including A-listers like America Ferrera, Channing Tatum, and Dua Lipa, came together to urge President Joe Biden to help de-escalate the crisis in Gaza and Israel. The public figures, who created a group called Artists for Ceasefire, wrote an open letter to the president, which explains they have come together as artists and advocates, but most importantly as human beings witnessing the devastating loss of lives and unfolding horrors in Israel and Palestine. We ask that, as President of the United States, you call for an immediate de-escalation and ceasefire in Gaza and Israel before another life is lost, the group stated. More than 5,000 people have been killed in the last week and a half, a number any person of conscience knows is catastrophic. We believe all life is sacred, no matter faith or ethnicity, and we condemn the killing of Palestinian and Israeli civilians. They continued, we urge your administration and all world leaders to honor all of the lives in the Holy Land and call for and facilitate a ceasefire without delay, and into the bombing of Gaza and the safe release of hostages. The members of Artists for Ceasefire also pointed out that half of Gaza's 2 million residents are children, and more than 2/3 are refugees and their descendants being forced to flee their homes.